Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about when you are forced to pull money out of your TSP, whether you'd like to or not, whether you'd love to keep it in there and let it grow. Too bad, so sad. There comes a time where you have to start taking money out. We're going to dive into when that is, how it actually starts. There's been a lot of changes recently, so you may not actually know the new ages. We're going to dive into all those things here today. If you're a federal employee, though, and you are looking to retire or you're a federal retiree, you're in the right spot. Here on the channel, we dive into how you can maximize all your federal benefits and retire comfortably. Let's dive into today. Long story short, in the past, this age, when you were forced to pull money from TSP and other pre-tax retirement accounts, used to be, dropped my marker here, used to be 70 and a half. That used to be the age. It then moved to age 72, and in 2022, it moved again to 73. So if you turn 72 after December 31st of 2022, if you weren't 72 yet, then your RMD age is at least 73. And the RMD age again is going to change in 2033. It's going to go up to 75. So if you aren't 73 by then your RMD age will be 75. So for most of you, your RMD age is going to be either 73 or 75, depending on how old you are. Long story short, at whatever age it is for you, that is when the government says, hey, look, you've had your money in these pre-tax accounts. It's been growing tax deferred. We haven't gotten our tax dollars on this yet. We want our cut. You got to start pulling money out every single year. And the exact amount they want, it's a percentage, and it's based on the life expectancy table. So it varies certainly. But generally speaking, if you're 73, it normally starts somewhere a little under 4% and then increases every single year after that. The older you are, the higher percentage it gets. So it can become pretty quickly where you're taking out much more than you'd actually like to spend, and you got to figure out what to do with that money. Now, again, you don't have to spend the money they're forcing you to take out, but you have to take the money out of the account and you have to pay taxes on it. The only exception to that is if you do a QCD, or qualified charitable distribution, where you send that money directly to charity, in which case you don't pay the taxes. If you want to know more on that, I've got other whole videos on QCDs, or you can Google it. There's a bunch of information on there. But one thing I will be clear on, RMDs are required minimum distributions. This age that we're talking about, when you're required to take money out, only apply to traditional accounts, pre-tax accounts. So that is accounts like traditional IRAs, traditional TSP, traditional 401k, traditional 403b. You get the picture. It's pre-tax accounts. Roth IRAs, Roth TSP, Roth 401ks are not subject to RMDs. It's not subject to these sort of things. In the past, the Roth TSP used to be subject to RMDs, but that is no longer. So long story short, you want to make sure you understand when and how RMDs are going to affect you, and you want to make sure you're not caught where maybe you haven't been using your TSP very much, so it's been accumulating. You're not used to taking money out and it affecting your taxes, and then when you start hitting RMDs, surprise, you have to start taking it, and it can certainly impact your taxes depending on where you're at. You want to make sure you have a plan on how to navigate these things, and you know when they are going to affect you. So again, if you're a federal employee looking to retire, check out the description. There's tons of helpful resources for you to help you retire confident and comfortable. I'll see you guys next time.